Okay, today I want to teach you guys about core positioning. Now, core positioning really applies to anything we do in the gym, really. There are very, very few exceptions that have to do with someone who has potentially like bulging discs in their back, in which case we would modify things that would probably be based on a conversation I have with the chiropractor. So assuming you don't have bulging discs, assuming your back is healthy, and you're otherwise in like the right state to train, this is what you want to be doing for basically everything that you do training wise. Okay, I'm demonstrating this on my knees because it's easiest to see what's going on here. Okay, so when it comes to core positioning has a lot to do with your rib cage position and your hip position. All right, so oftentimes we'll see people walking around, and a great example of this is pretty obvious would be a woman who's pregnant because she's being forced in that position due to this extra human being on the front side, right? So she gets pulled into this we call anterior tilt with the hips, or lower crossed syndrome that Dr. Yanda refers to in his movement book. So we want to avoid that. And how we do that is, number one, we activate our glutes. When we turn our glutes on, our pelvis will tuck flat. Okay? And then we combine that with some anterior core activation, and now our ribs depress down. When this happens, we can breathe, our lungs can breathe downward. Okay, take a full inhalation in. If I'm like this, I can't inhale quite as well because my lungs are running into my rib cage or the front of my musculature. Okay, and then I'm putting my back under more stress. So what that looks like if someone's doing, for example, a push-up, would be like this. Okay, now we've all seen somebody do a push-up like that versus a push-up like this. Notice how then everything is in a straight line right here versus opened up. It's uncommon to see the other position, but it is possible to tuck back the opposite way as well. Now, you can apply that to a squat, a deadlift, a bench press, an overhead press. The difference in some of those movements is they are extension-based movements. We want a certain amount of extension through our thoracic spine, where our rib cage sits and that portion of our spine, but we don't want to create, or due to a lack of ability to extend here, overextend our lumbar spine. So we still need the same activation here with our core, but then we need to extend our thoracic spine without losing the core on the front side and the hips on the back side. If we can do all that, you're going to have a stronger, more powerful back squat, deadlift, overhead press, bench press, as well as rock solid push-ups, split squats, lunges, half kneeling anything, standing, walking, carrying, you name it. With that core position, you're going to be solid, you're going to be strong, and you're going to be injury-free.